Hello, thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name is Alyssa. You are in for a full body Pilates workout. Whoop, whoop. Work it. I need a glass of water. So the equipment that we're going to be utilizing today is a set of dumbbells. I do have a set of 3 pounds here. And then I also am going to be utilizing the Pilates ball. If you don't have a ball, just go ahead and grab a pillow. We're going to be using the ball for the warm-up series. Again, we are also going to be utilizing a set of dumbbells. If you guys don't have a set of dumbbells, you're more than welcome to use candlesticks, water bottles, whatever you have. I'm sure you have like 3 Stanleys that are so big that hurt your wrist whenever you pick them up. So go ahead and grab those. But without further ado, welcome. Like I said, my name is Alyssa. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And then tell me something that you loved about this video. Maybe it was the core series. Maybe it's my sarcasm. Maybe it has nothing to do with me and you just want to leave, I don't know, a heart emoji. Thank you guys so much for being here. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this Pilates full body workout. Let's go ahead and get into it. So you're going to go ahead and take that ball or that pillow. It's going to be placed in between those knees here. Your feet are going to be planted down on the mat, and you're just going to simply roll it on down to your backs here. I am balancing on my clip. What are you balancing on? No, just kidding. Maybe your ponytail is hitting you in the face, or maybe you have a top knot. Whatever feels good for you. All right, so that ball is going to be in between those knees. Those feet are going to be planted here. You can place one hand over your stomach, one hand over your heart. Go ahead and begin to close those eyes. We're just going to go ahead and connect to our bodies, connect to this space here. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale through those noses. Open up the mouth, exhale. Letting go any negativity. Good. Go ahead and take another nice big inhale here through that nose. Feeling those rib cages expand, pausing it up at the top. And then open up the mouth, exhale, let it all go. Notice how when you go ahead and exhale, your ribs kind of soften and that pelvic floor kind of tilts up towards the ceiling. Taking that inhale and then exhale. Good. So a good thing that I like to do in the beginning is just going ahead and inhaling and exhaling to the cadence of your own breath. It actually goes ahead and prepares your spine to be imprinted. Good. And it allows your pelvic floor to be tilted up towards the ceiling. Allowing those rib cages to go ahead and get deeper and deeper into that spine. Letting go of any negativity, showing up for yourselves here on your mat. Good. Go ahead and take 2 more breaths for me here. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Open up the mouth, exhale. Let it all go. Last and final one. Go ahead and take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Excellent work. Begin to wiggle those toes for me as you begin to wiggle those fingertips. Rolling out those ankles, rolling out those wrists in one direction. Maybe begin to rotate the opposite direction. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and begin to blink them on open here. Good. Bringing warmth and awareness to your mat here this evening or whatever time of day that you guys are showing up. From here, you're going to begin to go ahead and place those hands behind those heads so that you're interlacing those fingertips and then those thumbs come down the bridge of the neck, okay? Elbows are going to be nice and wide. You're going to engage your core. You're going to begin to float both those legs up to tabletop position. So those knees are still hugging into that ball. Knees are going to be directly over top of those hips. To begin, go ahead and take a nice inhale here. And then on your exhale, go ahead and begin to lift it on up in that nice upper ab curl, lifting up those head, neck, and shoulders. And then you inhale as you begin to lower down. Good. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Good. Going to the cadence of your own breath here. Something to keep in mind is that you're going to be actually pulling from those ribs. You're never going to be pulling from those head, neck, and shoulders. You're lifting it on up. You're squeezing it up at the top. Now, what I mean by squeezing it, you're lifting it on up so that that nice flat lower back is pressing down into the mat. And then you inhale as you lower down. So it's kind of like your 12th rib as you lift it on up. Your 12th rib is your bottom rib, is lifting it on up and pressing down into the mat. And then you inhale as you lower back down. Good. Lifting it on up. Inhale as you lower. Good. We have 8 more. 8. And then we're going to go ahead and add on in 7. In 6, you're going to hold it on up in that nice upper ab curl. Your pelvic floor is nice and stabilized and controlled. Okay. The power comes from those ribs. In 3, we're going to hold it on up into that nice upper ab curl. In 2, I need you guys to breathe. This next one, lift it on up in that nice upper ab curl. Hold it here. Good. From here, you're going to begin to lower down both those legs down towards the mat, and then go ahead and exhale as you bring it back on up to center. Inhale as you begin to lower them down. Exhale as you bring those knees back on up to tabletop. So those head, neck, and shoulders are nice and lifted. You're going to be feeling that length as you begin to lower down both those legs, trying to tap the ground down and lifting it on up. Now, as you notice, I don't necessarily touch the ground here. I simply hover both those legs and then pull them back on up to tabletop. And that's because I don't want to lose that control in my lower back here. As soon as you begin to arch it down, you're going to begin to lose that core engagement here, okay? It's very important to have that core engagement. All right, so if you're right there with me, it's okay if you just hover down those legs and then lift it back on up. If those head, neck, and shoulders begin to cramp up and bother you, you can simply lower them back down onto the mat, whatever feels good for you. Otherwise, I want you nice up and lifted. In 4, we're gonna go into a nice little combination. Are you ready for it? Good. In 3. In 2. Squeezing that ball in between those knees. This next one is you begin to lower down those knees, begin to lower down those head, neck, and shoulders. And then exhale, bring everything on up into that nice upper ab curl. Knees come up to tabletop. Good. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Good. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, bring it on up to tabletop position. Good. I need 8 more. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. On this next one, you're going to begin to lift it back on up to tabletop position. Head, neck, and shoulders are lifted. You're going to reach around those hands. You're going to grab that ball from in between those knees. You're going to begin to send those legs long out to 45 as you lengthen those arms above those heads. Beautiful job. Go ahead and begin to lift those legs up to 90. Go ahead and reach that ball up to those shins. Good. Lowering everything down long. Exhale, bring everything together. Good. Lengthening out through the crown of the head, through those fingertips, through those toes. Good. Reaching everything out long. Good. Pulling everything back in. Good. I need 4 more. 3. 2. This next one, bring everything back together. Ball is on top of those shins. Begin to roll that ball on up towards those ankles, and then begin to lower it back down, lowering down those head, neck, and shoulders. Good. Begin to slowly roll up the ball, up those legs, not front those legs, and then rolling it on up, lifting up those head, neck, and shoulders, and then simply lowering it back down, rolling that ball back down. Good. Rolling it on up. and then rolling it back down. If your neck, again, bothers you, you can simply roll that ball up and then roll it back down with them planted down on the ground. Otherwise, I want you guys working and lifting up those head, neck, and shoulders. You're gonna engage those upper abdominals slightly a little bit more. Good, I need 8, 7, 6, exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Good, give me 5, 4, you guys are almost there. Give me 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and begin to lift up those head, neck, and shoulders. Roll those balls up those shins, and then just reach. Reach that ball. Reach for those toes. Press that ball into those shins. Good for 8, 7. I am shaking. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and begin to bring those knees into those chests. A little rock side to side. Excellent, excellent work. Now that our core is fired on up, let's go ahead and get a little bit deeper into that core now, shall we? You're like, oh no, I thought we were done with core. Not quite yet. I have a little bit more to go with this core series, but otherwise, you guys are doing excellent work. High five your neighbor. I'll high five you. You ready? Boom. Yes. That's us clapping. Grab a drink if you need it. Otherwise, so from here, you're gonna begin to place that ball. Let's see here. All right, so you're gonna take that ball, you're gonna float those legs back up to tabletop position, okay? You're gonna press that ball in towards that right knee with that left palm. You're gonna interlace, you're gonna bring that right hand behind that head. You're gonna go ahead and take a nice inhale here. And then exhale, lift it on up for that nice upper ab curl. You're gonna begin to bring up, other hand, whoopsie. Okay, so from here, you're gonna go ahead and bring that hand on, so that, bring that ball over top of that left knee. I apologize, it's pressing into that left knee. You lift it on up to that nice upper ab curl. You twist it on over to the left-hand side. So that right elbow comes over in between that ball and that left knee. So opposite elbow, opposite knee. Right elbow, left knee, ball in between. You're pressing that ball in between those elbows and knees, okay? Both those hands are gonna be behind those heads. You're just gonna begin to press that ball in with that elbow. So you're just gonna be squeezing it in, squeeze, bringing that elbow and pressing it into that ball. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I apologize that I can't see you. 3, 2, from here, you're gonna squeeze that ball in with that right elbow. Good, from here, you're gonna begin to extend that right leg along out to 45, and then go ahead and slowly bring it back on up to tabletop position. So that right leg goes down long, and then it comes back on up to tabletop position. Good, reaching it out long, and then bringing it back on up. So you're still squeezing that ball in with that right elbow into that knee. Good. You're just extending that right leg long and then bringing it back on up to tabletop position. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna go ahead and begin to come back center. You're gonna flip that ball on over top of that right elbow. Now that left elbow comes over top of that ball. You're twisting it on over to the right hand side. So it's a nice little twist and move over action, nice little variation to transition over to the other side. Good, from here, you're just gonna press that elbow into that ball. Press that elbow into that ball. Good, so you're activating that upper abdominal even more like we have already been doing. Good. Guys, I am shaking. Good. In 6, we're gonna add on, we're gonna extend that left leg along, down to 45 and float it back up to tabletop position. In 4, 3, smile. You're doing amazing. 2, this next one, go ahead and begin to lengthen out that left leg. Begin to float it back on up to tabletop position. Good, extending that leg long and then floating it back on up to tabletop position. Good, lowering it down, lifting it back on up. So you're still twisting that upper body over to the right-hand side, okay? You're still pressing that ball in towards that knee with that ball, okay, with that elbow. Good, 5, I am shaking so much, I'm losing my words, I'm tripping everywhere. Give me 4, 3, 2, last one here, lower it down, float it back on up to tabletop position. Go ahead and give you those knees in towards those chests, a little rock side to side. Maybe you're reaching everything out long, extending those legs, reaching those arms above those heads, taking a nice big inhale here. Good, exhale, let it all go. Beautiful job, you guys. From here, you can go ahead and lose that ball. Okay, so we're not gonna lose the ball for long, okay? You're gonna go ahead and place it down by those sides. From here, we're gonna go ahead and grab these set of dumbbells that we have here, okay? We have both of them out here. Let's go ahead. Actually, I wanna do this instead. You're gonna take that ball. If you had a pillow, that's okay. You're more than welcome to utilize the pillow. From here, you're gonna actually flip it on over to a 4-point position here. So you're gonna take that ball, you're gonna be in a 4-point position, okay? Once you're in that 4-point position, you're gonna take that ball behind that right knee here. So it's gonna come behind that right knee, okay? Otherwise, you have a pillow. Maybe if you don't wanna use the pillow and you have a dumbbell, go ahead and utilize that dumbbell. All right, so it's gonna be behind that right knee. Your gaze is down in between those hands. Your shins are on the mat. Your knees are directly over below those hips. You have a nice neutral spine, core is engaged. You're gonna begin to lift up that right knee behind you for a nice little donkey kick. Good, and then begin to lower down that right knee. Good, you're gonna begin to lift up that right knee and then simply begin to lower it back down. Good, going back to the basics, but we're also gonna be going into a nice little variation as we go ahead and burn out those glutes here. Beautiful job. Lifting it on up and then slowly lowering it back down. Good, lifting it on up and then slowly begin to lower it back down. Lift, lower, lift, and then lower. Good. I need 8, 7. You're gonna hold that right knee behind you. We're burning out that left glute to begin. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one here, begin to hold that left knee lifted up behind you. Hold it here, little tiny pulses up towards the ceiling. Good. Pulse it up and up and up and up. Toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Good. You're still squeezing that ball or that weight behind that right knee or that pillow. It is up to you. You do not have to utilize anything if it's not in you today. That's okay. Every single time that you show up on your mat, you're gonna feel a little bit different. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, we're not done. Give me 2. This next one, hold it here. You're gonna begin to lower down that right knee. Good, and you're gonna lift it on up out to the right-hand side, going into a nice fire hydrant. Lowering down that right knee. If you feel comfortable and if it feels better for you to come down to your forearm so that it's parallel to the top of your mat, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do so. Just note that you're gonna get a little bit deeper into those glutes, and honestly, there is nothing wrong with that. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back on down. That elbow, if you're down on that forearm, that right elbow is gonna be glued to those right sides. Maybe if you can go ahead and get into those triceps here as we are lifting and lowering those right knees. Good, lifting it on up and then slowly coming it back on down. You're opening up those hips here even as well. All right, so if you have tight hips, it's gonna feel really good as we go ahead and burn out that left glute. Continue burning it out, I should say. Good, in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you guys already guessed it. This next one, you're gonna hold that right knee and lift it on out to the side. Little tiny pulses up and up and up and up. Good, I need 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're gonna go into a nice little combo. You got a donkey kick to a fire hydrant in 3, 2. This next one, begin to lower down that right knee. Good, we're gonna get into those donkey kicks, so lift it on up behind you, lowering it back down, and then lifting that right knee on out to the side. Good, going into that nice little combo, one of each, lifting it on up, and then lifting it on out to the side. Good, so from here, you're still keeping that core nice and engaged, and you are not holding your breath. You are unclenching your jaw and you're having fun here on the mat. Good. I need 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, my Lanta. Give me 4. Give me 3. Give me 2. We're gonna go ahead and get into those nice circles. So go ahead and lift it on up behind you for a nice little donkey kick. And then go ahead and begin to open up that hip, driving that right knee up towards that right elbow. Begin to lower down that right knee to meet that left. Good, so we got those circles out to the side. Lifting it on up behind you for that donkey kick. Open up that hip, bring that knee out to the right-hand side, lowering down that right knee. Good, so we're getting in to those nice hip circles here while we go ahead and just burn out that left glute. Good. In 4, guess what? You guys probably already guessed it. We're gonna begin to rotate the opposite direction. In 3, in 2. This next one, begin to rotate the opposite direction. So you're gonna begin to lift up that right knee behind you, send it on back, coming it on up to that donkey kick, lowering down that right knee. Lifting it on up out to the side, sending that right knee back on up. Hips are parallel to the mat, lowering it back down. Good, so you're just rotating it in the opposite direction with those hip circles as we go ahead and send that left cheek to heaven. In 8, 7, 6, 5, yes you can, breathe. In 4, 3, 2, this next one, hold that right knee, lift it up behind you. Little tiny pulses up and down. One last final touch. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and lower it back down. Oh my goodness, even my right arm is shaking. All right, guess what? We have the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it on over here. That way I can see you guys. I don't like showing my back. So go ahead and place this ball behind that left knee. You're gonna come up, down to that 4-point position once again. I'm just positioning it so that I don't lose it, okay? All right, oh my goodness, my right tricep, it's shaking. All right, so we're gonna start the same way that we did on the other side. Ball is behind those left knees. When you're ready, begin to lift up that left knee and then begin to lower it back down. Now, you're gonna feel as soon as you lift it on up, that left glute, if I can speak, that left glute is gonna feel already tired and already fatigued. And it is because we already worked it. That is okay. I did not make up the rules that we had to have 2 sides to the body, but because we gotta make sure that those booty cheeks are not uneven. Lift, and then lower. Good. I will tell you when we are ready to go ahead and add on for more burn as we go ahead now and work that right cheek. Lifting it on up and then lowering it back down. Good. I need 8, 7, 6. I need you guys to breathe. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna hold that left knee lifted up behind you. Little tiny pulses down and up, down and up. Pulse it, push it, bop it. Does anybody remember that game? Good. If I didn't, I'm truly a millennial. Good, pulse it up, and up, and up, and up. Good for 8, 7, 6. We're gonna add on, yes we are, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna simply begin to lower down that left knee, and then you're gonna go ahead and lift up that left knee on out to the side, and then slowly begin to lower it back down. Now, this is where I would recommend, if you wanna get a little bit deeper, you're more than welcome to come down to that left forearm. It's gonna be parallel to the top of your mat. Your left elbow is gonna be glued to those sides. Slight bend in those left elbows as you then go ahead and incorporate a nice little tricep action. You're opening up those hips as you begin to lift that left knee on out to the side, going into those nice fire hydrants. Good. Your gaze is down in front of you. You are breathing. You are doing excellent work here. You have everything that you need to go ahead and move your bodies. What a blessing it is. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Again, you're more than welcome to go ahead and place that weight behind that knee. If it's up to you, totally up to you. You guys, I am just here to guide you. Beautiful. This next one, hold that left knee lifted on out to the side. Little tiny pulses down and up. Little tiny pulses down and up. Getting deeper into those right glutes. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna slowly begin to lower down that left knee. Good, we got one donkey kick. And then we go ahead and lower it down, and then we got one fire hydrant. Good. Beautiful job. Lifting it on up, slowly lowering it back down, lifting that left knee on out to the side. Beautiful job, you guys. I am so incredibly proud of you for even just showing up on your mat today. I promise you the hardest part is just showing up, but you are putting in the work, and I know that you are doing fantastic, fantastic work. If you guys said this is your first time with me, thank you guys so much for being here. Okay, you're doing amazing, amazing work. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Yes. 8, 7, 6. Do not hold that breath. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, lower down that left knee. Beautiful job. We got those nice circles, so lift it on up for that nice donkey kick. Open up that hip over to the left-hand side. Okay, left knee is over to the left-hand side. Simply lower down that left knee to meet that right. When you're ready, begin to lift it on up for that donkey kick. Open up that hip to the left-hand side. Simply lower down that left knee. Good. You guys got it. Just opening up those hips, getting into those nice hip circles as we go ahead and burn out that right glute here. I have faith in you. Do not give up. This is only temporary. I wouldn't give you anything that I didn't think that you guys would be capable of. Good. In 4, we're gonna rotate the opposite direction. You've been here before. In 3, in 2. This next one, let's go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. Lift that left knee on up to the side. Send that left knee back up behind you, squaring off those hips and lowering down that left knee. Good. You're just rotating it in the opposite direction. Beautiful. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold that left knee lifted up behind you and that nice donkey kick. You have a little last bit of this series. Pulse it up and up and up and up. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, slowly begin to lower it on down. Send those hips back, maybe bringing those knees to the width of the mat, those big toes to touch. Just finding a nice child's pose. Sending those glutes on back, maybe shaking it on out from those knives. Beautiful job. I literally lost my ball right away. Excellent job, you guys. All right, from here, I don't know what's on my pants. All right, you can go ahead and set that ball down to the side. From here, you're gonna go ahead and grab those weights in either hand, okay? We have a nice little upper body movement here. All right, so from here, you're gonna be kneeling, all right? Those palms are facing in, elbows are gonna be glued to those sides, okay? I'm gonna be here, energy shooting up from the crown of my head. I'm just gonna begin to open up those arms out to the side and then closing the space back in. It's a nice little rotation. Beautiful, you're opening them on up to the side and then closing it back on in. We're just burning out those arms for this last bit. Yes, you can, I believe in you. Good. 8, 7, 6. Energy is shooting out from the crown of the head like there was a string pulling from it. Your shoulders are rolled out of that neck. You are breathing here. Good. For 8. I am shaking still with those glutes. My triceps from being on our forearms are literally shaking. They're so, we definitely worked that. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold them on out to the side. Go ahead and reach them on out wide, coming to a nice T, and then slowly bring those elbows back in towards those ribs. Reaching them on out long, and then lowering them back on down. Good. I need 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one here, as you begin to bring those elbows in, go ahead and send those hips back. And then reach them out long. Those hips go ahead and press forward. Send those hips back. Reaching them forward. Yes, you can. I need 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Continue to look up even when you send those hips back. In 2. This next one, hold them on out to the side. Go ahead and reach those arms on up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and begin to bring those palms together. Because we burned out those triceps with our forearms down, let's go ahead and burn out those triceps. Begin to bend in those elbows and then begin to press everything out long. Roll the shoulders out of your neck. Look up in front of you. Begin to lower it down, lifting it back on up. Good. The power comes from those triceps. Triceps are glued to those temples. You're looking up, you're not looking down. Good. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. As you begin to lower down in those forearms, you send those hips back and then press everything out long. In 3, I will walk you through it. In 2. This next one is begin to bend in those forearms, send those hips back. Press everything on up, send those hips forward, arms to press on up towards the ceiling. Lowering it down, press, lower, press, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold everything at the top. Begin to bend in those elbows one last time. Hold those elbows down low. Pulse it down 1 inch and then up 1 inch. You have a pulse. Good. Small 1 inch movement. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Begin to press everything on up. Slowly begin to lower down those arms. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Good. As you begin to bring those weights apart, coming in line with those shoulders. Beautiful. And then begin to slowly lower them back down to the sides. Begin to simply go ahead and place those weights down by those sides. You're going to come back on top of those wrists. You're going to engage your core, and then you're going to begin to find a nice high plank. So for that high plank, you send it back 1 right and then 1 left. Good. You're holding it here in this nice high plank. You have everything that you need right here in this very moment to power through. I believe in you. You did not just spend the last 38, 39 minutes here on your mat to just give up now. You have all the tools that you need to be successful right here in this very moment and even outside of this space. Breathe. Your booty is tucked, your rib cage is pulling in. I have faith in you. I believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself. Hold it. Good. I need 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Begin to slowly bend in those elbows. Oh, those triceps. Lowering it down. Begin to untuck those toes. And then go ahead and begin to give me an upward facing dog on your inhale. And then on your exhale, go ahead and give me a nice forward fold down onto your mat. Resting that cheek down onto your mat. Letting that heart rate come down here for that last 60-second plank that we did on our mat. Taking an inhale and exhale. Big inhale, big exhale. Resting that cheek down onto your mat. Letting that breath steady, letting that heart rate come down. Beautiful job. And when you're ready, you can slowly begin to come on up to a nice seated position here on your mat. Oh gosh, that stretch feels so good. Oh my Lanta. So simple, but like so deadly. Excellent work. Good. So you're in a nice seated position. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale here, breathing in all that positive energy. Exhale, letting go any negativity, anything that is holding you back, letting it all go. Good. Last and final one. Go ahead and take a nice big deep breath in. Those palms come together up at the top. You exhale as you bring it down to heart center. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on the mat, whatever time of day that you guys are taking this. Thank you guys so much for being here. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else than being right here with each and every single one of you. Again, my name is Alyssa. I do Pilates at home workouts here on my channel. If you guys would like to go ahead and see more and you liked what you see, go ahead and please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time on the mat here. Thank you guys so much, and I can't wait. Bye.